Los tres chingones boxing, Cholo Trucker here. ¿Qué huele, chingones y chingonas? So over the weekend, we all know, man, that the main event for the DAZN card was canceled. Um, Gabe Rosado against Zurdo Ramirez. Pia Zurdo came in at I heard different reports, man. The last one I heard that he came in 12 pounds overweight, and he still yeah, he was able to drop 4 pounds in the 2 hour period that they gave him. But either way, man, that main event was canceled and the co-main event was moved up to the main event, which is what you guys see here, man. Gesta against Diaz. Now, this fight was a pretty good one, man. 10 round banger. I enjoyed this fight. I enjoy a lot of Jojo Diaz's fights, man. The guy always brings it. In this case, um, I was kind of under the impression that this fight was made for him to win. It was somewhat of a winnable fight. However, Gessa didn't get the memo, Holmes, because he brought it as well. And in this 10 round banger, dog, they actually awarded the fight to Gesta. Now, here's the thing. Myself personally, I thought it was a draw. Either a draw or I was kind of even pulling it off a little bit more for Jojo Diaz, man. Don't get me wrong. I'm in no way, shape, or form am I saying that it's wrong that Gesta won the fight. Because yeah, I could definitely see him winning the fight as well. He was busy. He was definitely busy, man. And his footwork was pretty good, especially when his back's touched up against the ropes. He was able to move and pivot. But I kind of saw a little bit more of a draw. Jojo Diaz being the bigger name and Gesta being what, 35, 36. I kind of thought they were going to go ahead and give the nod to Jojo Diaz, not just for those reasons, but also what he did in the ring. I thought it was a good fight, a good back and forth fight, very entertaining. I really enjoyed this fight. The scorecards were like way off, way off, man. That's kind of the thing that I think a lot of people are complaining about, the fact that you had, such lopsided scores for this fight. The way they scored this fight. It was a split decision, but nonetheless, I'm not really sure how to feel about this. Jojo Diaz, this is 3 losses in a row, and I like Jojo Diaz. The guy always brings it. There's every time something like this happens, people keep on talking about he needs to move back down to 130. That's where he had his most success, at 126, 130. Not so much at 135. People keep on saying he's got to move back down. Look, he's only 30 years old, I believe, and he's been through a couple of wars, a couple of battles. So, he, while his age says 30, he might actually be a little older just because of the battles that he's been in. 3 straight losses. I don't know where this guy goes, man. Like I said, I am a fan of his. So can he go back down to 130 and resurrect his career and still have some sort of good career? I mean, he's had a good career already, but 3 losses in a row, and you lose to a guy like Gesta, who's really not that well known. Yes, you could see that he's a good fighter, but he's not that well known. Is gonna kind of hurt your career a little bit more. What do you guys think? Should Jojo stay at 135? Should he go down to 130? And if he goes down to 130, who's to say that he's gonna, just completely turn his career around? I mean, maybe he's having trouble making 130. I don't know. Is there something that he can offer at 135, man? Because we haven't really seen it. We have not really seen him offer too much at 135. So he might need to go down to 130. However, I'm just gonna assume that he's looking at big fights, and those big fights are probably more at 135. But if he's losing, he's probably not gonna score those fights. However, he is somewhat of a draw. He is somewhat of a name, but he's gotta earn those big fights, man. Because as of right now, 3 losses, just not looking good for Jojo Diaz, man. Gesta, where does he go from here? I don't know. To tell you the truth, I wouldn't even mind seeing a rematch of this fight. It was a good one. I enjoyed it. So I would say, run it again, unless he's gonna go fight somebody like Camaron, that'd be something. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I don't think he beats him. But yeah, that's about it, man. Shout outs to both of these guys for putting on a pretty good fight. I really enjoyed it. I'm just a little concerned, man, on Jojo Diaz and where he goes from here. Cholo Trucker, Los Tres Chingones Boxing. I'll catch you guys on next round.